Shalom, shalom, everybody. I'm back at it again, once again. The city went through a rough transition for about a week. That's probably the reason why you haven't really seen me in my work attire. They pulled the contract from from the temp service that I work for. All temps. They pulled the contract from them for 5 or 6 different reasons. Alright. I don't really want to get off into it because I don't want to commit defamation of character to my former employee. You know what I'm saying? Because just protecting their stability for what they are, you know. But it wasn't like it was all good. But for me personally, it wasn't all bad neither. It was kind of different, but at the same time, it was something that helped me out big time. You know what I'm saying? I was in this situation, and you know, Miss Cobbs, she hooked the brother up with a gig. I needed money, man. And the job that I was working at really wasn't doing it. Like, you know, staff zone, that temp service, you get paid every day. I understand that. That's the reason why I was at staff zone, because you get paid every day. You get off of work, go get your check. Next day, get off of work, go get your check. But there are the little problematics along the way. So you do that 5 times a day. I mean, you do that 5 times a week, rather. You know what I'm saying? You do that 5 times in a week, you have $500. You make $100 a day, depending on what you got coming out of your check. You know, taxes and shit, child support, whatever. I was making $100 a day, excluding the days that you are unable to work. Cause see, I don't work on a Sabbath. I don't believe in working on the Sabbath. I take the 7th day of the week off because that's my holy day of rest. You know what I'm saying? All right. And like if it's raining, then staff zone, they won't have work for you because it's raining. It's construction. It's all construction. You know what I'm saying? So you make $100 a day. Well, you probably bring in about good on a good week. You probably do about a good 400, excluding the days that, you know, that they don't have an assignment for you. Because there's so many people that need work. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Whatever the case may be that's going on in America. Lines be long in the motherfucker, boy. Could have sworn they was giving out government cheese and food stamps. You know what I'm saying? So from staff zone, I was doing the marathon last year. You know what I'm saying? While I was doing staff zone, I was doing the marathon. After I finished the marathon, staff zone pulled this contract from the UGM Center. All right, UGM Center is The center is UGM. It's like it's a church organization. You know what I'm saying? It's not a shelter. Everybody calls it a shelter. It's a shelter. It's a shelter. It's really not a shelter. It's a church. It's not like the Salvation Army where it's a shelter. Then they have optional services for church or whatever. It's not like Presbyterian night shelter where I've heard some things about them. You know, it's nothing like that. It's nothing like it's a church. Get it? It's a church. Yes, they have beds. Yes, they have, you know, programs, etc., 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 to help you get back on your feet. You are a fool if you don't take advantage of it. And there's plenty of people that's in there that's just like that. Otherwise, at 4 o'clock in the morning, why are you still asleep? You refuse to take that opportunity and use it to your advantage. 3 months later, you still broke. You still at the place. You know what I'm saying? So whether it be Salvation Army or whatever. You hang around there all day trying to watch TV, trying to charge up your phone, trying to get you another smoke, trying to find the next plate, what they gonna serve for breakfast, what they gonna serve for lunch. And then you run your mouth all day long. You know what I'm saying? And those be the type of people that have the biggest mouth talking shit. Meanwhile, you got someone like me. You know what I'm saying? You got someone like me. Ex-military. You know what I'm saying? Going through it. Alright? Going through it. Nigga. Shit. You an outstanding individual. Alright? If you can go through the fire and come out like polished gold, fine gold, refined gold. Gold gets refined when you put it through the fire. And it becomes more pure. It becomes more valuable. It's more rare. You know what I'm saying? The carats just happen to go up. You know what I'm saying? Like what God said, he said, look, I'm going to try you in the fire as if you were gold. All right? Flame on! That's all I got to say about it. All right? That's how I feel about flame on. But outside of all the jokes, man, people talk shit all day. You know what I'm saying? But they when I get there, they sitting in the same seat that they were sitting in yesterday, the day before that, all week long, all month, for the last 3 months, sitting in the same seat. In the same seat, watching TV, charging up their phone and shit. And see, that's the problem with people. It's nothing wrong with a homeless shelter. If you in a fucking situation like this one time, I had to jump on this one lady because she was making it seem like being in brick or mortar was against the law of the Most High. I was like, what? So David sinned by building himself a house along with the Most High, built the Most High house. He like, well, God said what? He don't dwell in brick and mortar. Listen, I understand that. He can't be contained. But let me drop that. Because you just don't know. You just don't know. You don't know. So, you don't want to waste a lot of energy discussing shit that don't make sense. Let's just move on. My whole point for this video is getting up and going out and getting something for yourself. Don't wait till Friday. You still ain't got no money. Then when I get off of work Friday, I'm counting paper. I'm coming in with a burger and some fries. Okay? But now that I'm doing this journey towards becoming a vegetarian again, I start coming in with watermelon, pineapples, oranges, grapes, bananas, pomegranates, and pomegranate juice. Woo! I love me some pomegranate juice. Have you ever had some pomegranate juice? Woo! Woo! What that Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo! On some pomegranate juice. Woo! Have you ever had some pomegranate juice, man? Man, I love me some pomegranate juice, man. Woo! Alright. Pomegranate juice make you go Nature Boy Ric Flair on their ass. Woo! Alright. So yeah, man, my body is changing, man. My body is changing. I can't handle, and my body is getting finicky once again. I can't handle hamburger right now because it's too hot out here. It's Texas, nigga. This is Dallas, Texas. You know how hot it is? Dallas, Texas. This is Texas weather, man. In Texas summer. Nigga, you in a desert. Alright? This is a desert. Texas is a desert, man. I was going to talk a little bit about the war that's going on overseas right now. Israel. Well, I ain't got nothing to say about it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't give a fuck right now. But y'all done dragged us into this shit. I was into it on these issues. Man, Eminem will beat Kendrick Lamar. Eminem wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for Tupac. How the fuck you think anybody know this motherfucker? If it wasn't for Tupac, Eminem wouldn't be shit. Eminem wouldn't, you wouldn't even know who Eminem was. No, nobody back then, nobody didn't give a fuck what a white boy have to say. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't trying to hear, open up the table, pull up a chair, let a white boy sit down at the table. When we the ones who's fighting to get up the charts. This motherfucker easily could have went and did some punk rock, some heavy metal, some country music, and he would have shot up the charts. You know what I'm saying? With his people. He want to come sit at our table. Some of the only shit that we got. Because they done took everything from us. So, in that sense, when you looking at it like that, he like, oh, everybody seem like they hating on me. Now, you don't understand, motherfucker. You seem to not get it. You want people to welcome you with open arms into a motherfucking table and eat with us, where we had to fight, die, protest, march. We had to do all this shit just to have a right to exist in this world so that we can even have a table to sit at. And you just want to rap a couple of verses and sit down and act like you the king. Meanwhile, we're scratching tooth and nail trying to get up the charts, trying to be something in this world. You know how it feels for a stupid motherfucker to come along and take some food out of your kid's mouth? And you fighting so hard to be accepted by black folk. Like, motherfucker, you already accepted by white folk. You white. You represent their standard. Y'all ain't seen that movie, Time to Kill, with Samuel L. Jackson? Yes, they deserve to die. And I hope they burn in hell. Y'all ain't seen that movie? But did you listen to that movie? Did you listen to what Samuel L. Jackson was saying when he was in the jail, and Matthew McConaughey came and talked to him, and he said, you one of them. You one of them. In fact, you are one of them. But I need you to use that voice and that persona to help me in the situation that I'm in. Because they not going to listen to me, but they'll listen to you. Because you one of them. Let me ask y'all a question, black folk. Ever since y'all started bumping that song on the radio, I didn't like it. When it first came on, I was like, oh, who the fuck is that? They like, man, that's some nigga called Eminem. Everybody thought he was black. I was like, man, that's some whack-ass beat. That's a whack-ass song. Hi, my name is, they had a corny ass, like, who came up with that corny ass beat? And then when they was like, man, that's some dude named Eminem. And then he's like, oh, he signed to Dr. Dre. He's like, cause he's saying Dr. Dre like Dr. Dre. I'm like, who is this corny ass nigga, man? Niggas was on Tupac. Niggas was on Tribe Called Quest. Niggas was on Wu-Tang. Niggas was on Spice One. Niggas was on, the niggas that I was hanging around. Real gangsters. Run up to your crib, you talking shit, and all them guns and shit you talking about, and all that shit you talking about, nigga fuck around and back then, all nigga, me, my brother, my homies, oh, we coming. Then knock on your door. Ring your doorbell. Ask for you personally. Is Johnny Boy home? We need to talk to him. Tell you, nigga. I was the only blood in the hood. But every time you saw me, there was like 1,000 Crips hanging around me. And that type of shit just really didn't happen. You talking about a blood and not no frontin' ass motherfucker. Real talk, nigga. When a lot of niggas couldn't walk through the hood, I seen it. I seen motherfuckers get pressed. I seen it, man. Guns pulled out on them and everything. Shot at and all kinds of shit. They Crips. What the fuck you think a Crip gonna do? Hell, I even went through it. You know what I'm saying? I had motherfuckers pull guns on me. I'm in a Crip neighborhood. Ain't no bloods in this neighborhood. I grew up in a Crip neighborhood. I just happen to be, you know what I'm saying? Grew up in Crip school. Had no choice but to go to a Crip school. Maceo Smith was a Crip school. David W. Carter was a Crip school. Just they was in the middle, cause Westmoreland and Wheaton. Westmoreland was like Crip. Wheaton was like blood. So David W. Carter was like in the middle. You know what I'm saying? But you go to school like Maceo Smith. That was a Crip school. Sarah Zumwalt. That was a Crip school. Harry T. Stone was a Crip school. T.G. Terry was a Crip school. The first word that I learned in kindergarten was Crip. It's like, what's that? It's like, that says Crip. Like, what's a Crip? So yeah, man, my brother was a Crip, man. My dad, he was a gangster Crip. When I got back to California, I was like, how did you end up being a Crip? You on West 29th place, though.
Give me somebody with me. I'm gonna see what like.
And you had that.
Morning, Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, brother. Grand Rising, my brother. All praises to the Most High for you. So, I want to say this about the war, man. They done drug us into this shit. And who you think Russia gonna shoot and kill? You know what I'm saying? America go to war with Russia, they ain't got no choice but to fight back. America go to war with Iran, they ain't got no choice but to fight back. So what do you think gonna happen, man? We're caught up in this shit. This ain't they home. They ain't from here, so they don't give a fuck about America. Always hollering America this, America that. You don't give a fuck about this country. You destroying this country. You bringing war over here. And you tax us. We paying taxes and shit. When you fail to realize this land never belonged to you. Christopher Columbus didn't discover shit. He was a thief and a murderer. A liar and a con artist. Christopher Columbus. Alright? When he landed on this motherfucker, he said, he planted his flag. He said, I claimed this India in the name of Spain, which means he came to conquer. All this that we've been through, black people, in America, throughout history, and they want us to remain silent. You know, they want us to be obedient to their law. They want us to conform to their agenda. Meanwhile, God is like, I'm going to bring my people back to their original state of being. Why is the light flickering? That's crazy. Y'all see that? But yeah, we the Israelites. We the true Jews. You know what I'm saying? It's finna be World War III, man. And we caught up in the mix. What's happening, man?
Can't call it.
Yeah, what's going on over there in that so-called Middle East, which is actually Africa?
Man, I don't know. I saw some on that shit this morning. I don't know. Trump gonna get the motherfucker in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, drug us into this shit.
Yeah.
Man, we gotta face some shit that we really didn't want to face.
I ain't gonna be satisfied till they bring a war to America, goddamn.
Mm-hmm.